Just settle into support of the ground. You might like to tuck the chin just in a little. Just take your finger and press in your chin so you find the sort of back of the skull. Neck is long. Bring the soles of the feet to the floor, knees up. And just press through the feet and toes as you would if you're standing. Just get a sense for the feel of these muscles switching on a little. Let's bring our attention to the tailbone. You might like to just rotate the pelvic bone up and down. Just getting a sense for the natural curve of the spine. As you rotate the spine back, you'll feel it flatten to the ground. And then as you rotate the pelvic bone forward, you'll feel the spine curve. So just spend a moment moving through both and finding the natural curve of the spine. Let's bring our hands to our belly, lower part of our belly, a few finger widths below the navel. Just allow attention to come into the breath. You might start to feel the belly rise. And then as you sigh out, feel the hands sink towards the floor. Just take all the time you need to find the rhythm of the breath. You might find that it's still a little irregular while you settle. Just notice that. Notice whether you're breathing through the mouth or through the nose. You might like to bring your attention right to the tip of the nose. Feel the breath coming in through, down through the lungs, down to the belly. Follow the breath through the body. See if you can focus on giving each breath all the time that it needs to fully take its journey through the body. Let's move our hands a little higher up so they're on each side of the rib cage. And let's start with the ribs pushed in and the fingers touching. And then we'll take a breath. And we'll feel the hands expand away from each other, ribs moving out and breath opening into the side of the body. And then as we sigh it out, the hands come back in towards each other. You might remember that the lungs, we only use about 10 to 15% of their capacity anytime we breathe. They're actually these massive things that if we laid out flat are the size of tennis courts. So you might just try and feel while you're in this horizontal and relaxed position, this expansion of the lungs. What more can they do? What more room can we find? How often are we taking those short, sharp breaths through our mouth, not allowing the oxygen to really travel into our body, the energy to arrive at all the organs that need it? Keep feeling the ribs expand, the air enter the sides of the body, the lower back. Maybe you can feel it move into the hips. And now we'll cross our hands over at the wrists, bring the fingers just under the collarbone inside the shoulder. As we take our next breath, we might feel the belly expand, the ribs expand, and maybe also in between the shoulders, the back of the neck, the chest. Keep following each breath. As we focus on our breath, we can slowly teach our mind to be still every time thoughts interrupt, without any judgment. Just draw attention back into the body, into the feeling, into the sensation. As we train our mind to be still, we might find thoughts, emotions a little bit less intense, a little bit less impact on our life. Teach ourselves just to watch, just to notice. Maybe we move away from that self-description, that self-idea of our story, our problems, or maybe the world's problems, the world's story. Side out. You might bring a little smile to the corners of the mouth. Just relaxing those muscles in the face, inviting in ease and comfort and well-being. Nothing to do right now. No one to see. Just allowing our body to just connect with the experience of stillness. All right, let's bring our hands back to the belly. Feel into those muscles just right at the base. You don't find it easy to find these muscles. You might want to purse your lips and blow out, or maybe take a cough, and you'll feel the muscles engage right in the bottom of the abdomen. If you do that blowing method, the muscles engage. Keep them engaged. Feel them under the fingers. And then let's come back to the breath so that we can breathe while the muscles are engaged. So often when we bring tension into our body, when we engage muscles, we stop breathing, or we struggle to keep an even breath. So just feeling with your fingers those muscles, the transverse abdominis, right at the bottom of the abdomen. kind of a triangle shape, whether you're male or female. Once you've felt those muscles and you feel them continue to be engaged even when you come back to the breath, just notice what happens with the breath. When you're ready, we're going to slowly take one knee up and then the other. Keep the muscles engaged. Let's take an inhale together. Exhale, tap one foot down. Inhale back, draw the knees together. Exhale, drop the other knee down. Scoop the belly. Just check those muscles are still engaged. This is how we protect our lumbar spine, protect ourselves from back pain. Just learning to engage these muscles as we move our legs. We can transfer this skill into so many other parts of our life. So we're just alternating, tapping the toes to the ground, one side then the other. See if you can stay in the breath. Two more times each side. And wrap the arms around the legs. You might like to wobble from side to side, massage the spine. Let's see if we can engage those muscles again. Let's keep the knees up in tabletop. This time we're just going to push into our knees, and with our knees we're going to pull into our hands. And again, as you do this, you'll feel a lot of muscle in the body tense up. So just notice what's happening in the body. Is there still enough ease in the spine? You might like to relax the muscles in the face. You might like to drop the shoulders down, but keep pressing. As you invite tension through the muscle engagement, just notice what's happening in the body. Keep pressing with the palms into the legs. Keep pulling the knees into the hands. Can you keep breathing as you invite this muscle engagement and tension into the body? Let's take two more breaths. And sigh it out. Drop the feet down. You might like to maybe rotate through the hip joints if they feel stiff. All right, let's bring the feet to the floor. This time we're going to keep our chin tucked and our head heavy. Take our arms down by the side of the body, palms face down. Let's inhale together. And as we exhale, just lift the head, neck, and shoulders up. Reach the fingers towards the heels. Inhale back down to the ground. Exhale, reach forward. Keep the head heavy, even as you lift it up, so we're not reaching forward with our neck muscles. Keep the shoulders heavy. Inhaling to lower down, exhaling to reach forward. Pressing through the feet and drawing the knees towards each other. And this just keeps this muscle engagement in our abdominals and in our upper chest a little. So we strengthen the muscles and support the movement of the spine. Let's come down to the floor. Take a breath. Keeping the palms pressing down. Press the whole arm down into the mat. We're going to take our legs high. Flex the feet, take them, push them up towards the roof. Now, if you can, use a bit of momentum. Push through the tailbone, push through the hands, roll the body over, taking the feet over the head. And then we're going to roll back down and take the feet all the way down to the ground. Side out. Press through the hands, bend the knees, take the feet high, big inhale. Exhale, push yourself, roll the body over. Maybe the feet come down close to the ground, maybe not. And then we slowly peel the spine back down. Bend the knees if you need to, extend the legs out. Inhale, bend the knees, press the feet high. Exhale, roll over, push through the hands. Rolling back down, just massaging the spine as we go. Side out. Let's do two more. Inhale, lift up. Press through the hands, roll over. Inhale, roll back down. Side out as the feet come down to the ground. Bend the knees, press up. Exhale. You might like to take the hands over the head and then just roll back down. Wrap the arms around the knees. Just allow the spine to be heavy. Massage into the mat. All right, let's extend our arms overhead and our legs long. So our whole body is flat to the mat. Inhale to take the arms high, pointing towards the ceiling, and then press through the heels and slowly peel your body up from head, neck, and shoulders along the spine. You might like to grab a hold of the thighs and pull yourself up. Take a big breath in when you get there, and then sigh out and lean forward. Let it go. Inhale to straighten up. And then exhale, rotate down through the spine. Take all the time you need. Side out as the arms come overhead. Let it go. Inhale, lift the arms up high. Keep following, slowly drawing up. Press through the heels to lift the body up. And then exhale, side out. Legs are long and flat to the down. With strong sensation on the back of the legs. Inhale, reach up. Neck is long. And then exhale, curl the spine. Slowly come down. Just keep this going in your own time. Inhaling to reach up. Use momentum. Press through the heels. Exhale, side out. Slowly take the hands dip down. Let's bring them back by the side of the body. Just take a moment to allow everything to be heavy. Bring the legs up into tabletop again. Take the hands behind the head, elbows are wide. Interlace the fingers, draw the feet together, knees together. Let's take a breath in together. Exhale, slowly lift head, neck, and shoulders up. Inhale, take it down. Exhale, lift. Keep the head heavy. Keep the elbows wide. It's tempting here to try and pull your elbows towards your knees. Don't do it. Keep the elbows wide. Press back through the hands as you lift your head. Keep the head heavy. All right, now we're going to add in some intercostal muscles simply by taking one leg and opposite arm to meet. So left elbow comes towards the right knee. Inhale back and switch sides. But again, keep your eyes looking towards the extended elbow as you move from side to side. Sigh out as the leg extends away. Inhale as you come back to center. And let's slowly draw the knees into chest. Take a little wobble from side to side. We're going to come up into a seated position. If you'd like to, you can rock and roll along the spine. Just tuck the chin in. Take a couple of rolls. And then we're going to come up onto seated position, but on a side. So let's take our right arm down to the floor. Shoulder stacks over the elbow, over the wrist. One knee forward and one foot flat to the ground. Let's take an inhale together. Exhale, lift the tailbone up. Just allow body to come up. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Check that your shoulder is still stacked over your wrist, protecting the wrist. Fingers are wide and pressing into the mat. Sole of the foot is strong and connected to the earth as we lift up. This time we're going to take our arm over the head as we open through the side body. Just move with your own breath. And let's come down onto our elbow. Shoulder is over the elbow. Take our legs long. One foot in front of the other. This time we're going to just lift up. Inhale down. Sigh out as we lift up. Press through the elbow. Lift the hip up. Take your time with this. This time we'll reach our arm up and we'll peel it under. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, take it under. One more time. And drop the hip down. Take a little rest. Sigh it out. All right, bring supporting hand in front of the body, just pressing down in front of the elbow. You can drop your head down or have it on a pillow if you like, whatever works for your body. Flex the feet at the base. Let's inhale together. Exhale, leg comes up. Inhale, draw them together. Side out. You can point your toes as you extend the leg up if you like. Inhale, draw them back together. Exhale, let it go. Keep breathing. One more time. And might like to just massage the glute a little. This time we'll bring our supporting hand back. We're going to just swing the leg forward and back, just like the hinge of a door. And just take it as far as your range of movement allows before you drop forward or back, before you lose balance in your hips. You'll know the point when that happens, so however much move is just listen to your body. If you feel your body falling backwards or forwards, just reduce the movement a little. Moving with the breath. Each of these movements, we isolate a different muscle, teach our body to engage that muscle in the movement, keeping our spine calm. And if you find that one particular movement is giving you a bit of discomfort or strong sensation, it's probably just that that muscle needs a little more strength. So just notice that. Learn the parts of your body that might not be quite what you need. This is where your pain is coming from. So just honor that. Learn where we need to give our attention to when we practice. All right, let's just massage out the glute again. All right, let's take the top leg up again. Just do some small circles. Point the toes, small circles. And then bring it down. And then we're going to press through the hip this time and lift both legs up. Inhale as the feet come down. Exhale to lift. You'll need the supporting hand here. And let it go. Let's roll onto our back. Draw the knees into the chest again. Maybe take a few circles. Both directions. And let's press ourselves up. We'll come into the opposite side. So just take your legs on the opposite side. One knee facing forward, the other foot flat to the ground. Left hand this time under the shoulder. Let's take a breath in together. Exhale, lift up. Inhale down, exhale, press through the floor. Move with the breath. As we come up the next time, let's extend through the side body, reach over. And come down. Let's come down onto our elbows. Extend the legs out, one foot in front of the other. Keep supporting hand down if you need to. Let's inhale together. Exhale, lift up. Just find your own rhythm with the breath. This time you might like to extend the arm out, thread it under. Inhale, reach up. Exhale down. One more time. And drop it down. Let's come down all the way. Take a breath for a sec. Flex the feet. Let's inhale together. Exhale, lift the toe, point the toe. Inhale back down. Just notice if your hip joints are still here. You want the hips to be stacked, those muscles engaged. We're working our adductor muscles on the inside of our thigh, our glutes. So we want the spine to be still. Lower body muscles are working. All right, maybe massage it out. Bring our supporting hand back. Make sure the hips are stacked, one on top of each other. We want stability while we move leg forward and back. Just fall short of that point when you're going to collapse back. You'll feel your spine move. Stop before you get there. Doesn't matter how far we move here. We're just looking for stability. And maybe say hi to the glute muscle. Last one on this side, we're going to take our foot, small circles, and then bring it down, press through the hip, lift both feet up, side out, moving with the breath, inhaling down, exhale, let it go. One more time. And let's come down all the way onto our back. You might like to, just for a moment, create those little knuckle mountains under your glutes and just roll the body onto them. Just maybe finding those little knots of tension, just allowing them to release. When you find them, just drop down, side out. And then you might like to also just open through the hips. Let's roll onto our side now. Bring our arms together, stacked one on top of the other. Big breath in. As we exhale, just open across the body, roll the body back onto the spine. Take the arm all the way down, shoulder is heavy. Side out. Inhale to reach the hand high and bring it over the body. Exhale, roll across. Find your own rhythm with the breath. big twist through the spine here. Just let everything be heavy. Maybe the neck turns and looks towards the hand as it reaches the ground. If you'd like, you can just roll onto the spine, facing away from the screen. Same thing on the other side. Inhale together. Exhale, roll the hand across the body. Just allow head to be heavy, shoulders to be heavy. And at the end of your next cycle, just roll back onto the spine. Draw the knees to the chest, wrap the arms around. Let's bring our elbows down by the side of the body. We're going to slowly press ourselves up. As we come into sit, take the legs long. Maybe pull the flesh out from the sit bones. We're going to press the chin in, neck long. Take a big breath in. And then slowly peel forward. Press through the heels. Allow the head to be heavy. Walk the hands back. This time we'll take our legs wide. Again, press the chin in, grow tall, sink down. Take a few breaths here. Walk the hands back. We'll just bring our legs together. We might cross them over. Bring our hands together at heart center. Just take a moment to notice the energy in your body. Every time we come back to the mat, whatever we practice grows stronger. So just these small learnings in engaging muscles before movement, in isolating movement to particular parts of our body, help us in all our actions throughout the day, sitting, standing, walking, lifting. Whatever we do, we might do with a little more ease, a little more comfort. So just take a moment to thank yourself for coming to the mat today, for prioritizing practice in your life. Let's bring our hands together, create a little bit of heat. Maybe bring the hands up to the head. Let's bring our hands together, this gesture of humility and respect, and bow to each other.